runs a very sizable PT company, physical therapy company,
Oh, awesome.
multi-state. My wife runs one of the centers for him up at Clemens, Good Group. And I'm going to talk to her. Jack might be interested in maybe helping out with some of the students.
I think somebody already reached out. We have to put together, so you know, every single one of the programs that North Monco has to have an occupational advisory committee. It's mandated by state. They have to meet at least twice a year. We have to have an advisory committee before we actually submit for approval for the program. And I think somebody already reached out to them. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
But thank you for
If you
that.
have that, let me know.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you. Yes, Steve.
Gina, a question and comment. The question is, as we compare it to either the western part of the state or other tech centers around us, what makes our tech center unique? What do we do either programming wise or when you observe others, what sets us aside?
Well, the three-session delivery. So in Montgomery County, there's 4 career centers, and from square footage, we're probably the second smallest, right? So I think Western's probably the largest, and then, yeah, Western Central, and then probably Eastern's the smallest. And if you bring Montgomery County in, Upper Bucks is larger than us as well, and Bucks County Technical High School is a monster, because they're a comprehensive school. But we have the highest enrollment of the part-time schools. So the comprehensive school, Bucks County Technical High School, they have a 1,500 student capacity, and they run at about 1,300 to 1,400 students. So we're at 1,100 already, right? And we're gonna open new programming. So we really serve a lot of students. Also, the number of industry credentials that students receive at North Monco is gonna be on the astronomical side this year. I heard some preliminary numbers, and I don't think it's possible. Less than 300 students earned over 500 credentials. So it's gonna be, that was last year, it's gonna be higher this year because we have more credentials that we can now offer, industry recognized credentials, not the assignment. So that in and of itself is outstanding. One thing I did forget to tell you, so last year's seniors, everyone that left, all met the graduation requirement through 158, through the CTE pathway. And that's because they all completed at least one industry credential and took their non-PEs. So we didn't have one student not meet the graduation requirement this year. And we're on track to do it again this year.
That's impressive. And just a quick comment, 7 GSC for about a dozen years. And thank you. When you became the head over there, you know, people knew you had grand plans and seeing it firsthand. You did an awesome job. I'm just really happy for you retiring, but you brought a ton to the community and a ton to this kid, so I hope you're really proud because, you know, we thank you for it.
Thanks, Ken, very kind.
So, you said, why is it such a good program? I think it's number one because of the teachers. They've been on the board the last couple of years. Been in the industry for 35, and just what the teachers do, what the instructors do, what the staff does. It's amazing. You're saying that we have one of the smallest footprints yet, 1,300 or 1,100 right now. It's amazing, and you can see the enthusiasm that you have, and you're going to retire, and you have this enthusiasm. Just awesome. I was honored and humbled to be on the board, and thank you for everything you've done.
Thanks, Steve, we appreciate your service.
Yeah, I'd like to say too, thank you for your service. It's wonderful because you give the students different options, and it sounds like you're expanding on those options. And last year, I know when you were here, I said, I hate to hear wait lists, and it seems like there's still wait lists, but you're accommodating that and sharing with other schools to get students into the fields that they want to be placed in. How does that work to whittle away
Well,
that wait list?
we're actually retooling our space so that we can accommodate where the waitlist is. So we have student interest, but we also always have to keep in mind the workforce. So we're not going to open a program that students just want to go into, but they're not going to follow through, and there's not a workforce need for those students. Because really, that's why we exist, right? To develop a workforce. and to address the workforce needs. So it's a balance, and we have to keep our finger on the pulse to make sure that we're looking at where are the job openings, where are students going to go, but what are they interested in as well. So the students that went on to post-secondary but stayed in their field with us, it wasn't that they didn't get their choice, they were in their program of choice. But what we have to try and do is keep reinventing ourselves and following the trends and making sure that we stay ahead of the curve. That's really important.
Yeah, and it sounds like you do that, so, thank you. Thank you for doing that, very, very nice.
We have an incredible staff and an incredible administrative team. So I think Bill and Steve will tell you that they poured data, more data, right, see, more data.
I'll chime in, is that I've been the representative down there for the last 18 years. Actually, I graduated from Souderton Tech School. Gina's team and staff down there, you know, have recreated the wheel every time we try. But people also have to understand, the buildings only can take, say, 1,200 students. There's gonna be waiting lists. You know, it's just like, you know, you have AP chemistry, you know, and you only can hit 45 students and 60, you know, sign up. Well, you know, what do? We can't build the land down there, only way we can go is go up. And then you ask yourself, do we spend all that money? And because it goes up and down. And then a lot of people are starting to realize that 4 years college is not the way to go. When's the last time you called up, had someone come out and work at your house and not wrote a paycheck? And these students are graduating from that school. We will take welding as an example, but we're about to close down 5 years ago. Gina found a new teacher, turned around, and you gotta look at every one of those students graduated last year with a job at a minimum starting salary of $60,000. So how do you tell your children, whether you wanna go to college and be $200,000 in debt, or come out of high school and making 60 grand? It's a hidden gem over there. And we have a great, I'm going to be brokenhearted losing Gina, but her staff below her has been working with her hand in hand. So, you know, I think we're gonna be able just to keep moving forward with this. So, you know, thank you.
Thanks, Bill. And by the way, as Steve talked about our staff, we have 12 employees that were tech school graduates. We didn't count you, we didn't put you in there because you're not Bill, but we have 12 employees that were graduates, and only 4 did not go through North Monaco, but they went through another technical school, Western Center, Central, or Eastern, 2 went to Eastern. And you know, we didn't realize it right up front. We were talking about preparing for February, which, by the way, is CTE month. We celebrate it statewide, from Harrisburg on down. And we're gonna honor all those employees that went through a career center, so we're really excited about that.
Your culinary arts person,
The newest
teacher you
one,
just
yeah.
brought, actually is a graduate from North Monaco. So it went full circle. So it's,
Yep, we have a few of them. So mark your calendars, February 1st, 5 o'clock, open house, North Monaco. Of course, though, come early because last year we had 1,300 bodies move through the building. Right. We
So
invite
I will
all,
put that in the weekly update, but get there early because there's no parking.
yes,
If you get there late.
it is true. Or come later, come closer to 7 when the first round leaves. But we had 1,300 body count through the building. We actually manually count.
And if you ever want to tour the school during the school day, just let me know and I will set it up with Gina. I spend time in auto tech,